As a parent, where do you get so much confidence, right? Do you manage your life very well? How can you decide that all the decisions you make for your children are right? This comes from an inexplicable self-confidence. Many mothers do not feel the harm they cause to their children at all, and they think it is normal. What are you afraid of if I nag you? It is the kind of nagging full of love, which is to nag and nag nonstop. I need everyone to think about this in reverse. If you get off work today, you squeezed into the subway from the office, exhausted and returned home, and your son is sitting here waiting for you, what do you think? How was your performance at work today? Did you get rewarded? How much money did you make? Did you get a bonus? Was it higher or lower than others? Try it. Just think about this scenario and you will find it ridiculous. This is me. I was busy all day. I came home and my son asked me this question, right? Well, this is what we do with children every day. Children only come into this world through you. They do not belong to you. Children are not your private property. Children are not your things. Well, it just came out of your body, because if the child does not know that he needs to learn, it is useless to force him to learn. He forgets what he has learned. He does not like to learn after learning. And even he does not study after being admitted to university. And you have no way to deal with him. So you can only wait patiently for him to suddenly understand one day. On the other hand, if parents do not put so much pressure on their children, children are curious children and seekers of knowledge. They have the desire to understand the world. But why can't we parents remain calm and welcome peace? So what should parents do? First of all, take a step back and don't do everything according to the parents' ideas. The child lives his own life and he is responsible for his choices. It is the responsibility of parents to explain it clearly to him, right? You have so many choices. What kind of results will these choices bring? There is no need to threaten or exaggerate. Just explain it clearly. Then he has the right to make his own decisions. So taking a step back is the first step. The second thing you can do is to love your child unconditionally. Someone once said that I saw a basketball coach who was very authoritarian and fierce, but the results of his training were very good. First of all, you have to understand that those people are not parents. Those people are coaches. Coaching is a professional job, and what they do is to teach them these skills. The most important responsibility of parents is to give their children love. So if the child gets enough love from you, even if he encounters a very authoritarian coach, he will be able to survive and have the motivation to cope with it. But the most worrying thing is that the coach is also authoritarian, and the parents are also authoritarian. It is troublesome for this child to not get love. Love is the first thing, so you can use social forces to solve the learning problem. But you must first ensure that you give your child enough unconditional love, and then pay attention to support instead of ignoring it. You must let the child know that you care about this matter, but I can only provide you with auxiliary functions, and you are the one who makes the decision. The third thing you can do is to learn to let your children make the decisions. When you let your child make decisions, there are 3 sentences you should learn to say, and they are very precise. The first sentence is that you know yourself very well, and you are your own expert. Who knows the child better? The child knows him better. So you should tell the child that you know yourself better, and you are your own expert. This is the first sentence, which helps the child build self-confidence and realizes his responsibility. The second sentence is, you have your own head on your neck. Or you can be more cute and say you have your own little head on your neck. What does it mean? You have your own independent judgment. The third sentence is, you want everything in your life to be in order. I never thought there would be such a sentence. This sentence is very important. Many of us parents think that if we give the decision-making power to our children, there will be chaos in the world, and it will definitely be the end. It will be a havoc in heaven, right? Because he finally has this opportunity to play games for 24 hours. What should we do? But in fact, children will not do that, because children also want their lives to be well organized and orderly. Children want to be able to control their lives, so this sentence gives children a very strong psychological hint. You have to let children know that they have both the willingness and the ability to do so. But on the other hand, under what circumstances do you find that children will play games crazily? It is the parents who try their best to control. Then one day, the parents suddenly say that they don't care about you today, and you can play games every minute of the 24 hours. I hope everyone remembers these 3 sentences and reads them again. You know yourself very well. You are your own expert. The second sentence is, you have your own head on your neck. The third sentence is that you want everything in your life to be in order. Children's world does not have so much pressure, but their pressure often comes from their parents losing their temper. Why do parents lose their temper? Parents may lose their temper because of not enough money, because work is not going well, because of bad relations with neighbors, or because their children did not do their homework well. This is called secondhand stress. These secondhand stresses are transmitted to children and also include being picky, suspicious, and controlling. Such behavior will cause children to activate many stress-related benchmark genes, which can even be inherited. And if parents are always picky, suspicious, and controlling, their behavior is rebellious. It's that simple. Therefore, anxious parents are particularly likely to have anxious children. This is bad news. What is the good news? The good news is that calmness can also be contagious. Not only anxiety can be contagious, calmness can also be contagious. So we should set a small goal for ourselves. We want our children to feel safe and happy when they see us, to be willing to throw themselves into our arms and be happy with us, instead of being nervous, hiding, or sweating when they see us. Make home a safe place. The first thing is that we can appreciate and express our appreciation for our children more. Then the home will become safe. The second thing is not to be afraid of the future. In the face of an uncertain future, it's natural to feel worried and apprehensive. However, it's important to remember that giving into anxiety and pain won't do any good. Instead, try to approach the future with a sense of calm and rationality. By doing so, you may find that your home becomes a safer and more comfortable place. Of course, this is easier said than done, and it's understandable to feel frustrated or upset at times. But remember that getting angry or upset won't solve anything and may even make things worse. So focus on what you can control and take care of your own business to the best of your ability. It means that you can control your emotions very well, and then you can spend a lot of effort to make yourself better. You are working hard to learn, improve, and read. We all want to cultivate children's reading habits, not by buying a bunch of picture books and throwing them to them, but by reading in front of them frequently, not pretending. Because you will find that, hey, the child appeared today, I quickly picked up the book to read. The child will still find that you often look at your phone. Children's eyes don't lie, they see very accurately. So you have to really love reading so that your children can be slowly influenced by you and let them take care of themselves. Another thing is to learn to accept reality. The author specifically mentioned ACT here, which is the psychotherapy of AT. That is, we have to learn to accept and choose to act. The right to choose often does not come from our ability or our money, but from the flexibility of our brain. So create a more surprising world for children. You are very happy when your child gets good grades, and you are still calm when your child does not get good grades. This is the best gift we can give to our children. Then help the child to care about the world, not just himself. When you stare at the child all day long and talk about your grades, your ranking, your admission, etc., you are leading the child in a selfish direction. That is, he will only focus on these few things. But if you can let the child see the whole world, see the various contributions made to the world, and there are so many different professions, the child's world will become bigger, and we will not be so anxious. So in the end, I hope that everyone can help our children master this self-control, so that everyone can have passion from the bottom of their hearts. Be willing to grow and become your own master.